What's up guys, Brad here from Piney Grove, and today we're spreading rock. Let me show you what we're doing. So we carved out 240 feet of driveway that'll wrap around the mega shed over there, and then we have a double parking pad here. We put down 2 loads of road base, and road base is bigger rocks with a lot of fines in it. And then after we laid down the road base, they came in here and tailgate spread 2 loads of what's called 57 limestone gravel. But it's basically 3/4 to 1 inch rock. It doesn't have a lot of fines in it, and this is what will make the driveway. Unfortunately, I wasn't here to capture the truck driver tailgate spreading it, because that's always cool to watch. But we did get some video of the road base being tailgate spread, so go check out that video. I'll link it here. Here's the driveway, lined with railroad ties on this side, because the water slopes this way. It's going to come up through here, make a hook, go around our mega shed, and then go on out to the main road and connect with the rest of the driveway that's 800 foot long, but that is what's called asphalt millings out there. All right, enough talk. Let's jump on the Kubota and get this done. We'll be using our Kubota L3901 with the front end loader and a 6-foot box blade to get this gravel spread. Tried to push it, but that's not really the right way to do it because it didn't move that much material. So I definitely have to cut it with the box blade. I'm just trying to figure out the right angle for the box blade, figure out the speed, and it's just gonna take me a little bit of time to figure that out. I've never done this before. We'll get into it later in the video, but we'll talk about the cost and the effort that it took to do this driveway, and it's a lot more than we thought. It took longer than we thought, and it cost more than we thought. That's kind of the trend out here at Piney Grove. There's definitely a skill or an art to putting in roads, box blading, all that stuff. And I feel like I'm pretty good with the tractor. Just don't feel like I'm real great at doing this. It'll take some time, I'll get it, but it's not gonna be perfect on the first pass. I'm gonna try and apply the final grade here. Wish me luck. Now that that portion of the driveway is basically done, I'm gonna move this pile right here down the hill. And the most important thing we have to do here is make sure when you come off that concrete slab, the gravel is even, so that there's no drop off or no step, because I got my parents in that house and they're not as stable as they used to be. So we're trying to eliminate any sort of step coming off that concrete. So to do that, we're gonna drag some rock down the hill. We thought we'd need 3 loads of 57 gravel, but I think we have plenty of stone to work with. It's just a matter of getting it in all the corners and the nooks and crannies, and then getting it level and smooth, and also a little bit of slope from where the tractor is over towards me. That's starting to look real good there, and I ain't gonna lie, I've been stressing a little bit over this. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to get it smooth and get the right grade to it, but I'm able to use the front end loader better than I can use the box blade down here where it's more critical and where it's more technical. It's looking good, but I still got a little bit more work to do. All right, I think I've just about got this. I put a full bucket of gravel in the bucket so that I'd have more weight on the front tires. Now I'm just going to drive back and forth across here and pack it real good, and then I'll smooth it one more time with the back of the bucket, and this parking area will be completely done. At least I hope it will be. I've got the last little bit here. I've got to spread on this turn, on this radius. Maybe I can even square it off if I have enough limestone to do it. But I said I would get into what this project cost, and we did it all ourselves with our own tractor and our own excavator. So our costs were material only. A load of road base, and we used 2 loads of road base, is $6.50 a load. The 57 limestone gravel is $8.50 a load, and we used 2 loads of that. So we have $3,000 in just stone material. Now lining one side of the driveway, actually in the other half of the parking pad, I bought 12 railroad ties at Lowe's for $23 a piece. I think that total was $330. So we have $330 worth of railroad ties. The rebar I used to stake them in was $4 a piece, and there's 10 of them. So that's $40 in rebar. And I'm just gonna say 10 gallons in diesel fuel for the excavator and the tractor. So that's another $40 or so. So if I do math while standing, which I should never do on YouTube, that's around $3,400 in materials alone. So now let's look at labor. I have 40 hours or so invested into this particular project, but I am not an expert operator. You can look back at the videos and see how I did it. Maybe there's a more efficient way, but let's say someone much more efficient than me could have done this job in 20 hours. And let's say they charged $100 an hour, which I think would be reasonable because you'd have to bring the equipment on site and then you'd have to pay the operator. So that's $2,000. So that makes this project right around that $5,400, $5,500 mark. And as I think about that, as I say it, I don't think anybody would have came in here and done this for $5,500. We got this material straight from the quarry, so there's no profit there. There's no profit on the railroad ties. So the only place anyone would make profit would be on the labor. And you can't make a profit operating machinery at $50 an hour. I think break even is $100 an hour. So that's what it costs nowadays in 2023 to do a project like this. So hopefully that helps you out there if you're trying to budget something like this. But for now, I need to get on the Kubota and finish spreading this limestone. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. Every time I try to get it absolutely perfect, I do a little dig or a little rut and have to go back and fix it. But it's pretty darn good, at least for me, because I'm not an expert. Leave a comment down below. How much do gravel driveways cost in your area? This driveway is 240 feet long and 12 feet wide with that big swoosh or whatever you want to call it right there. So it's a little wider behind me and as we make the turn. I'll leave some final footage of this driveway once I get the tractor out of the way, but otherwise that's all I've got. So until the next one, y'all take care out there. And remember, life's short, tractor hard. This is the finished product